As the leaves begin to turn and a chill fills the air, a sense of unease settles upon many UK households. Winter is coming, and with it the dreaded surge in energy bills. This year the situation is particularly concerning. Experts predict a significant rise in energy costs, leaving families and individuals anxious about staying warm and making ends meet. The energy price cap, designed to protect consumers, is set to rise again, reflecting the volatile state of the energy market. This impending crisis is not merely about numbers on a spreadsheet, it's about real people facing difficult choices. Pensioners are worried about heating their homes, families are struggling to put food on the table, and the most vulnerable in our society are facing impossible decisions. The energy bill crisis is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of global events and their impact on our daily lives. The government has come under intense pressure to address this crisis. While there are no easy solutions, it's crucial that we understand the factors driving these price hikes and explore potential ways to mitigate their impact on UK households. The current energy crisis is a complex issue with multiple contributing factors. One key driver is the surging global demand for natural gas. As economies recovered from the COVID-19 pandemic, industries ramped up production, leading to a surge in energy consumption. This increased demand has put immense pressure on global gas supplies, driving up prices. Adding to the pressure is the reduced supply of natural gas from Russia. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine has disrupted energy markets, with Russia, a major gas exporter, curtailing supplies to Europe. This geopolitical turmoil has sent shockwaves through the global energy system, with the UK feeling the impact despite its limited reliance on Russian gas. Furthermore, the UK's energy infrastructure is also partly to blame. Our reliance on gas-fired power stations, coupled with limited gas storage capacity, makes us vulnerable to price fluctuations in the global market. This situation highlights the need for a more diversified energy mix and greater investment in renewable energy sources. The energy crisis underscores the interconnected nature of our world. Events unfolding thousands of miles away can have a direct impact on our lives, particularly when it comes to essential resources like energy. The conflict in Ukraine, for example, has exposed Europe's dependence on Russian gas, forcing nations to scramble for alternative supplies. This scramble for energy has created a domino effect across the globe, with countries competing for limited resources. The UK, while not directly reliant on Russian gas, is feeling the impact of this global energy crunch. The interconnectedness of energy markets means that price shocks in one region can quickly reverberate across the world. This crisis serves as a stark reminder that we live in a globalized world where events in one corner can have far-reaching consequences. It underscores the need for international cooperation and a coordinated response to address global challenges, particularly in the energy sector. The rising cost of energy is not the only factor squeezing household budgets. Inflation, a general increase in the price of goods and services, has reached its highest level in decades. This perfect storm of rising energy prices and soaring inflation has created a cost of living crisis, leaving many families struggling to make ends meet. Inflation erodes the purchasing power of our money, meaning that we can buy less with the same amount. This situation is particularly challenging for low-income households who spend a larger proportion of their income on essentials like food and energy. For these families, even a small increase in prices can have a significant impact on their ability to afford basic necessities. The government has implemented some measures to help mitigate the impact of inflation, such as increasing the national living wage and providing targeted support payments. However, many argue that these measures are insufficient to address the scale of the crisis, and more needs to be done to protect the most vulnerable. When can we expect relief? Predicting when energy bills might decrease is a complex task, as it depends on a multitude of factors, including global supply and demand dynamics, geopolitical events, and government policies. While some experts believe that prices may stabilize in the medium term, others warn that we could be facing an extended period of high energy costs. The UK government has announced plans to increase domestic energy production, including investing in renewable energy sources and exploring options for nuclear power. However, these measures will take time to have a significant impact on energy bills. In the meantime, households are left to navigate the current crisis and find ways to manage their energy consumption. The current energy crisis highlights the need for a long-term energy strategy that prioritizes energy security, affordability, and sustainability. We need to reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, invest in renewable energy sources, and improve energy efficiency to create a more resilient and sustainable energy system. A tale of two households. To understand the real-world impact of this energy crisis, let's consider two households: the Smith family, a family of four living in a semi-detached house. They are managing rising energy bills by cutting back on non-essential spending. Mrs. Jones, a pensioner living alone, terrified of rising bills. She's already limiting her heating to save money. These examples show the uneven impact of the energy crisis. Navigating the energy crisis. In these uncertain times, it's essential to be proactive and take steps to manage energy consumption and mitigate the impact of rising bills. While there are no quick fixes, a combination of practical measures and government support can help ease the burden. One crucial step is to understand your energy usage. Check your energy bills carefully, identify areas where you might be using more energy than necessary, and explore ways to reduce consumption. Simple changes like switching to energy-efficient appliances, turning off lights when you leave a room, and taking shorter showers can make a difference. Contact your energy supplier to discuss your tariff options and see if you qualify for any discounts or payment plans. They may also be able to provide advice on energy-saving measures specific to your home. Remember, you are not alone in this, and there are resources available to help you navigate this challenging time. Practical tips for saving energy. Reducing energy consumption doesn't require drastic changes. Small steps can make a big difference. Turn down the thermostat. Lowering it by 1 degree can save you around £80 a year. Layer up instead of increasing heating. Sweaters, blankets, and thick socks help keep warm. Draft-proof your home. Seal gaps around windows and doors. Choose energy-efficient appliances. Look for A++ ratings. Turn off lights and unplug devices. These measures reduce energy consumption and lower bills. Government support and initiatives. The UK government has introduced several initiatives to help households cope with rising energy bills. These measures aim to provide financial assistance, improve energy efficiency, and promote the use of renewable energy sources. Energy bills. Support scheme. This scheme provides a £400 discount on electricity bills for all households, paid in 6 monthly instalments. Warm home discount. This discount provides eligible households with a one-off payment of £150 towards their winter energy bills. Energy company obligation, or ECO. This scheme requires energy suppliers to provide energy efficiency measures to households, such as insulation and boiler upgrades. Renewable heat incentive. This scheme provides financial support to homeowners who install renewable heating systems, such as heat pumps and biomass boilers. While these initiatives are a step in the right direction, many argue that more needs to be done to address the scale of the crisis. Critics argue that the support is insufficient and that the government should implement more radical measures, such as windfall taxes on energy companies, to provide more substantial relief to households. A call for collective action. The energy crisis is a complex challenge that requires a collective response. The government, energy companies, and individuals all have a role to play in mitigating the impact of this crisis and creating a more sustainable energy future. The government must prioritize energy security, affordability, and sustainability in its long-term energy strategy. This approach involves investing in renewable energy sources, improving energy efficiency, and reducing our reliance on fossil fuels. Energy companies must operate responsibly and fairly. While it's understandable that businesses need to make a profit, this should not come at the expense of vulnerable households struggling to heat their homes. Individuals can also make a difference. By adopting energy-saving measures, supporting renewable energy initiatives, and advocating for policy changes, we can contribute to a more sustainable and equitable energy future. Looking towards a brighter future. The current energy crisis is undoubtedly a challenging time for many. However, it's important to remember that this situation is not insurmountable. By working together, we can overcome this crisis and create a more resilient and sustainable energy future. This crisis has highlighted the need to reduce our reliance on fossil fuels and transition to cleaner, more sustainable energy sources. It has also underscored the importance of energy efficiency and the need to reduce our overall energy consumption. The road ahead may be challenging, but by embracing innovation, collaboration, and a shared commitment to a sustainable future, we can navigate this crisis and emerge stronger on the other side. The future of energy is in our hands, and together we can create a brighter, more sustainable tomorrow.